You've probably guessed by now that I talk a lot about the critical importance of having a vision for your practice. And it's not surprising either that I get asked a fair bit, what is the best way to introduce a new vision to the practice to the team? And to do it in such a way that it gets real impact and not lost and forgotten amongst the day-to-day hustle and bustle. Well, a client of mine pulled it off brilliantly. He had an invitation that was handed out personally to each team member, and it simply said, "You're invited to a special team meeting." The whole team was full of mystery and buzzing with anticipation, with the invite simply letting on that the owners were going to share something with them that the team would find exciting and would energize them all. Something big. Now, as you can imagine too, a special team meeting like this doesn't belong in the lunchroom. This one was to be held in the private room of the owner's favourite restaurant, catered with finger food and drinks. In my client's case, dress code for this mystery meeting was formal, no half measures. Waiters in white coats and gloves were hired to hand team members a drink at the bottom of the steps. You can imagine how the team talked about this meeting for months afterwards. Now, special restaurant or not, you have to admit this is a great way to get your team's attention and to set a totally new paradigm. When the team arrives, they see that you've arranged a huge whiteboard and coloured pens out front. There's butchered paper and notepads too. And as they file in, maybe there's a stirring piece of music playing, Chariots of Fire or Rocky maybe. Then it's time for the show. You start by welcoming them and thanking them for investing the time to be there. And after letting them know how much you appreciate them as individuals and as a team, you explain you have always known they have got lots of ideas for the practice, and that there just hasn't been the time or the means to harness their ideas. But that's about to change. Then you explain your bigger picture vision for the practice, and that you want the team to be part of that journey. With that said, you pick up a marker pen and walk to the butcher's paper and ask them to throw out ideas. What would it take for the practice to be world's best? What training does the team feel that they need to become world's best? What special things could they do to make clients feel wowed when they're welcomed into the practice? What needs to change to make the practice look the part? You can just feel the unleashing of energy and creativity happening, can't you? Of course, this meeting is just the beginning, but you've set the pattern and inspired the team to come on board with you to be part of that bigger picture. It's got everyone focused as one towards your long-term goals. Does that sound too hard? Haven't got time for something like this? Well, I trust that's not the case, and I suspect you wouldn't be watching this if you weren't a bit of a visionary with a dream. Worth thinking about, isn't it? I'm Chris Newton. See you next time.